Hey Aries, welcome to my channel, Intuitive Tarot Empath. This is your general reading for June 2017. I wanted to take a quick second before we get into it just to say I realize that I haven't introduced myself to you guys formally. So before we get started, hey Aries, welcome to my channel. I'm Robin. Thanks for checking this out. And second of all, I know I said this last month, but I can't say it enough. Thank you so much for your likes and subscriptions, your views, your comments, your emails. I love Aries people. Aries people are some of my best friends. I think that you guys are such an amazing group of people. So thank you so much for coming out in support of this channel. So in the event that this does or does not resonate with you, go check out your sun, moon, and or rising sign videos to get the most amount of information about the energies following you throughout the rest of June and even into the first 2 weeks of July. I know that this has taken a little bit of time to get together. I'm really sorry. Work has been like super crazy. But we're doing it now, and that's what matters, right? So with that said, I'm going to shuffle the cards. If you want to skip this part, you're more than welcome to it, but we're just going to shuffle the cards, asking what are the energies surrounding Aries for June 2017? In love, work, home, travel. So what are the messages and energy surrounding Aries? Let's get a good read on this. So what are the energies and messages surrounding Aries for June 2017? Alright, so we think we're going to do this maybe like 3 more times. Then we're going to pull some cards and see what's up, Aries. Alright, 1, 2, 4. Alright, energy surrounding Aries for June 2017. One more time. Alright, so let's cut the deck, and then that looks good to me. So, we have the High Priestess in the center with the Ace of Pentacles crossing you. We have the Hanged Man. We have the Ace of Cups in reverse, the Two of Cups. We have the Lovers. This is very interesting. The Tower in reverse, the Emperor in reverse, which is actually the card of Aries. Temperance in reverse, and the King of Pentacles in reverse is your outcome. So Aries, let's get into this. So June, the energy surrounding you in June is a lot to do with choices that you have to make. Because we have the Lovers card and because we have the Two of Cups, I feel like this is choices that you have to make surrounding relationships, especially because the sevens in astrology, as I feel like I've said before in other videos, is about relationships, so like marriage contracts that you have with someone else. And then the Seven of Cups specifically is about choices that you have to make, and maybe even feeling as though you're overwhelmed by those choices because there are so many to make. And so this is kind of the energy that's surrounding you, having to make a choice when it comes to relationships, love, choosing a specific person. Perhaps there was somebody in your past who you had to leave behind or who left you behind that you had to kind of mourn the loss of. So if this was someone that you had a very strong connection to, you're seeing what you've lost rather than what you stand to gain. And you'll see here that here's an offer of love being made to you, and maybe you're not seeing it because you're so caught up in the past. And in fact, I have a feeling that some Aries, not all, but some, might have experienced a breakup that kind of took them out of the game. Because there is the Four of Swords here, even though it's in reverse. I feel like maybe some Aries experienced a breakup that made them really sad. It made them kind of stressed, and so you took yourself out for a moment because you were so focused on, maybe what you didn't have instead of what you did have with that Four of Cups. And also fours are about the home, so maybe even Aries spending a little bit more time around the home, meditating a little bit more, taking time out for yourself. But I think Aries, you guys are ready to give of yourselves again, because on the bottom of the deck, once again, we have the Queen of Cups. So the Queen of Cups is maybe looking at the past, resolving within themselves to, let go of what no longer serves them, and then ready to give of their emotions. But here's the thing, is that I feel like Aries are waiting for somebody to come back. I feel like the pervasive energy surrounding you for the month of June is feeling as though you have a lot of options. So maybe you have put yourself back out there, and you have a lot of choices when it comes to relationships and bringing somebody into the home. But there's some sort of like, this is what's interesting, is that the High Priestess here, whatever this is, I want to say that this is a relationship reading because we have these two cards here. But here's the deal. We open this up with the High Priestess. And the High Priestess, you'll notice, is a 2. So 2 is about communication. So I have a feeling that for some Aries, someone has come back into the picture and is communicating with you, and you like didn't know that they were going to come back into the fold. Actually, you did, because the High Priestess is about secrets. It's about the intuitive sides of our nature. This is a very like just intuition. Like, I have a feeling that you had a choice to make, but you were so focused on what you had lost that it was almost like too difficult for you to take the new opportunity. It was like you were waiting for this person to come back. And so it's like, well, I'm going to take myself out of the game. I'm going to put myself back in. I'm going to take myself out of the game. I'm going to put myself back in. But either way, either spirit or this other person was communicating with you this whole time. And so either they were communicating with you and you were like, okay, just let me wait it out. Like, I feel like this is going to move in the direction that I want it to. Or it was that intuitively, without speaking to this person, just communicating through like a spiritual level, you had a feeling that this person was going to come back. So that's kind of how you're coming into June. And crossing you is the Ace of Pentacles. So someone's coming in and offering you something grounded, something steady, something sturdy. And since this is what's crossing you, and what's crowning you is the Ace of Cups, even though it's in reverse, it's still a good card. I feel like this is what keeps your hope alive. The idea that this person is coming back into the picture. So you're happy to just kind of hold space for them. I'm not even going to say sit and wait. It's like you are so resolute in knowing that this person is going to come back, and that the relationship that you have with them is going to be stronger than ever, that you wait for them. And I have a feeling that this person that comes back into the picture is going to be an earth sign, so Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. But it's that communication that you have with spirit, that communication that you have with your intuition, that communication that you might even have with that other person. There's hope that's being kept alive, and so you're like, I'm going to hold space. I might date other people. There might be other people in the picture, but my heart belongs to this person. And it could even have been that this person was still in your life and they gave you hope. And then, you know, they gave you hope and then they took it away. And then they gave you hope and then they took it away. But I see that in the recent past, you find yourself waiting for this person. So I don't know if it was that you were single and you were just ready to have a relationship with someone, and so you were waiting to find your person. And also you'll notice that the legs of the Hanged Man create a 4. At least if you turn it upside down, they do. So you were waiting for somebody who was going to come into your home and build a home with you. But there's this idea with the Hanged Man that you were ready, you were waiting, you were open to it. And then this person came along, and you found them. Like, this person came into your life. You have 2 2s next to each other. So there's a lot of communication between you and this person. Like, I don't see, this was like a good relationship. This was a solid relationship, but I have a feeling that there was some sort of separation. because the Ace of Cups is in reverse. And so even though this was like a really good relationship, things were really happy, things seemed to be going on the up and up, perhaps there was a separation between the two of you. And so here you have the Ace of Cups in reverse crowning the reading, and saying that there might have been a break or a breakup or a separation between the two of you, that then there was just something within you that was like, this is too good to be true. Like this person, this is like, even though it's in reverse, it's like this person still loves me and I still love them, but there's just something that needs to be fixed, or, you know, maybe it was that, I'm trying to see here, that this could even speak of a separation between the two of you, and then you come back together and you're stronger than ever. This could even speak of love that grows over time. So it's like you start off as the Two of Cups, you know, love gets poured into your cup. You know that this is a very strong connection that you have with this person, and then it turns into the Lovers. So it could very well be that it is love that grows over time. So lots of communication and messages between you and this other person that then grows into them establishing themselves in your daily life. So once again, this, the Ace of Cups, even if it's in reverse, is still a good card. It still speaks of emotion, an outpouring of emotion between you and another person, you being ready to invest your emotions in another person. So I think that the period of time that you're coming into, as you're coming into June, sees the separation coming back into union. And so I think what the Ace of Cups is advising you to do is to keep yourself open. Keep yourself open to what's ahead of you emotionally, because the Ace of Cups is all about emotion. And that when you two come back together, if there has been a separation, it's going to feel new. It's going to feel new, but it's going to feel comfortable. And this is a person who, if there's been a separation, this person is going to like fold themselves into your daily life, because the Lovers is a 6, and 6 in astrology is all about your daily routines, your schedule, the day-to-day stuff. So, you know, perhaps it was an issue of, I met this person, it moved really fast, I knew this was my person, perhaps they got a little bit spooked and separated from you, but you were willing to wait or hold space for them, and then they came back and were like, you know what, I totally agree with you, we should be together. This is, like, this Lovers card and the Two of Cups is all about soulmate connection. This is about someone coming into your life who you're like, I've known you before. Somebody who you feel karmically or emotionally tied to in a very strong way, and so it's difficult for you to break that tie, which would be why you're so happy or willing to keep your heart open and wait for them or hold space for them, you know, if they are in a place where they're trying to get their lives together. But June and into July really sees that separation coming back into union. And I think that there's just a lot of intuition on your part. Like, you know, you're certain about this person. And so even if this person has been saying to you, like, go date other people, go do your thing, you're like, nah, I'm good. Like, I found you're my person. Like, we're going to do this. So, like, don't try to push me away because I'm not leaving. I think that if you did experience a separation with this person, it was because there was work that you had to do on yourself, and it was about your belief systems concerning relationships. It was like the way that you show up in relationships doesn't work anymore, and so this relationship was karmically, divinely asking you to change your belief systems about relationships, because what you had built your foundation on wasn't solid. So this was calling for you to build a more solid foundation when it comes to your belief systems, maybe about relationships. From where this lies, this is about you. So perhaps it was about your, you know, who you are and what you believe about yourself. And then here we have the Emperor in reverse. So perhaps, you know, if this was an earth sign, you know, earth signs can have a tendency to be kind of slow moving energy, whereas Aries are like, I want it done now. And like, if you say that you're going to do something, you're going to do it. And like, Aries don't fuck around. Like, Aries are not playing. They are all about, you know, getting the thing done, getting it done quickly, and also being a devil to the details. So like, if you were in a relationship with somebody who was super, super slow, perhaps it brought out that side of you that was like, come the fuck on. Like, why aren't you moving faster? It doesn't mean that you didn't love this person. It just meant that sometimes Aries can be, like I said at the beginning of this video, do not get it twisted. My favorite people in the world are Aries. My best friend is an Aries. My brother is an Aries. I love them. And I love this aspect of them. I love that they light a fire under your ass. The problem is, if you are with an earth sign, you're going to scorch that earth. And like, the earth sign, for as stubborn or as perfectionist, you know, it's just two different energies, that Aries is moving super fast and earth signs are moving really slow. So I think that there was just, it's like a moment between you and this earth sign. If it is an earth sign, it could also be somebody who exhibits earth signs tendencies. So it could be that you in the home had a tendency to be a little bit more dominant and like push this person when they were saying like, dude, I'll do it when I'm ready. And you're like, no, but I need it done now. Like, you're not moving fast enough. And so I think that all of that kind of, the pieces of yourself that could be dominant, especially when it comes to your home and your relationships, had to get broken down so that you could build it back up because it wasn't working. The Temperance card in this position in reverse is talking about a lack of balance. So the other piece of this puzzle is that perhaps this person came into your life and made you feel a little bit out of sorts, made you feel a little bit balanced because unbalanced, because Aries have very strong personality. They know what they like, they know what they don't like, they know what they want, they know what they don't want, and they're more than happy to bring along anyone for the ride. But I feel like this person might have come in and like mirrored you. And so it was like, wait a second, how, like, I never saw myself as this before. And this especially speaks to the Lover's card, because this was a twin flame connection, and twin flames are our mirrors that, you know, show us the best and worst parts of ourselves so that we can do the work and rebuild on a more stable, sturdy foundation our beliefs about ourselves. So if this person is mirroring to you your dominance, your alpha nature, your stubbornness, you know, the qualities of ourselves that we don't necessarily want to see, you know, it might have thrown you off balance a little bit. And so there might be a fear that allowing this person back into the picture causes you to pause for a second and says like, you know, is this person going to, you know, unbalance me again now that I've gotten myself back into order? You know, just saying like, will there be balance there? And the answer is yes. You've created it. Like, if there was a separation, the goal of the separation was that you were to rebuild your structure on a sturdier foundation. You've done that. That's what the Tower in reverse is saying. Like, you've built it. It's stronger now. There are still parts of you that are the quote unquote old you, but there are parts of you now that you feel like this is good. Like, these are the parts of myself that I need to keep in order to be the best version of myself. So the Temperance card is just saying to keep your balance. And that it's also saying, once again, like a coming back together of something that may have been separated. So it could even be a fear of separation again, that you love this person so much and you're so committed to them and you don't want to see them leave. And so, you know, you have a little bit of fear there that like if they left once, they can leave again. But the Lover's card is saying that they won't. They're in it for the long haul. They want to be in your everyday life. They want to be communicating with you every day. They want to offer you love and comfort and protection. And we have that, you know, in the Ace of Cups and in the Ace of Pentacles. They're offering you something solid, something grounded, something. I mean, here you have the King of Pentacles in reverse. talking about something solid, something grounded. So this is the outcome, is that here is this person. So this could either be you and energy that you're manifesting, that, this person comes back into the picture. You've had time on your own to really do the work internally about who you want to be in relationships, what your belief systems are, all that kind of stuff. And so the King of Pentacles in reverse is just saying that while you might keep some of those dominant energies about yourself, the things that make Aries so wonderful, sometimes they can be a little bit stubborn because, they have a vision in their head of what they want the world to look like. And I can't lie, like, the Aries vision is pretty beautiful. Like, Aries are the kind of people that you want in your camp. Like, they're the ones that are going to, I feel like I've said this in other videos before, they're the ones who, if you call them and say, like, I'm not feeling well, I need to go to the hospital, they're gonna, leave work early to do that for you. Like, they show up. And so I think that the King of Pentacles in reverse energy is you, feeling as though you're on top of your game, you have all the abundance around you, but maybe even that you're moving a little bit more slowly so that you can match the energy of the person who's coming back into your life. This can also be the person that's coming back into your life. Here they are, that perhaps what they did was they turned themselves around so that they could match your energy, because you'll notice that the Emperor and the King of Pentacles are both in reverse. So I think that it's like, while you were working on yourself, this person was working on themselves. And they were like, in order for me to match this person, I need to change some things about myself. And so I think that while you're slowing down, they're speeding up so that you guys can come together. And so actually, that's really wonderful, because, Aries, doesn't that show you, if that person was willing to do the work on themselves to match you, like, doesn't that show that they want to be in your everyday life? And that's just like an earth sign, or somebody who has earth sign in their chart, earth sign tendencies, because you need somebody who's just as solid and loyal as you are. So I want to see what the deal is with, I guess it's like the Ace of Cups and the King of Pentacles. So what energies can you tell me are surrounding? The first card that fell out was the gift, or not the gift, the letter. So I want to say that this person is going to be contacting you if they haven't already, or you're going to be contacting them. Because the letter card came up, so there's going to be messages back and forth. So it could be emails, it could be, I really think that this is a person from your past, but for those Aries who are attached, or unattached rather, this could, like, if you've put in your mind that you don't want that person to come back, this is also saying that for Aries who are unattached, who don't want someone in their past to come back, there's a new person coming in for you. And like I said before, if it is a person from the past coming back into the picture, the relationship is going to feel new to you, because you both will have changed so much, and it'll be even better than you thought it was going to be. I think that this person did a lot of work in their unconscious, and, like, actually, take a look at this. So I was talking to you before about the letters. So this is correspondence between you and this earth sign, or this, earth sign energetically wavelengthed person. Messages, so this is telephone calls, this is emails. But the next card that fell out of the deck was the book. So this is essentially the Book of Secrets. This goes along with the High Priestess card, in that this is about kind of that 12th house subconscious, things we keep from ourselves. So this is once again the mirror of you and this person just mirroring each other back and forth. Sorry, as I was holding this card up, another card fell out, so I'm going to show you what that is in just a second. So this is you kind of mirroring each other. So you'll notice that there are two candlesticks on either side of the book. And take a look, my people, of who is sitting on top of that book. If I do look closely, It's a ram. You and this person are so divinely connected that it was like there was not a chance in hell that this person was going to stay away from, from you for too long. And if this is a new person, they were like, here they are. Like, this new person is coming in and you are supposed to be with this person. You're sitting on top of their secrets. It's almost as if to say the King of Pentacles energy couldn't handle you. And this is gender neutral. So it could be a man, could be a woman, just depends on whatever you identify with or whoever you're dating. This person is supposed to be with you, but they needed you. They needed you to unlock their secrets for them, because they didn't see themselves clearly before you came in. And you'll notice that this is about Pisces. Like I said, Pisces is the 12th sign in the zodiac. It's the house of the subconscious. So perhaps what happened was you as an Aries really poked and prodded at what it was that they needed to change about themselves. And whereas you were certain about them, that you were like, I don't care, like, fix it while I'm with you, whatever. They possibly couldn't hang, and they needed a minute to like put their mind right, put their personality in order, and say, you might have thought that they were walking away from you because they didn't want to be with you, but what it was they needed to make themselves better in order to be with you, because they saw how with it you were, and they were like, oh, we got to step up to the plate. Like, I can't show up like this. I'm a hot fucking mess. So the other card that fell off the top of the deck was the luck card. So we have here the clover. So this is just saying that there's a lot of luck and love that surrounds this relationship, and that in fact in its second wave, in its newest inception, it's like spirit and divine timing and everything's just shining down on the two of you, saying like, go, like, go for it. Because literally the work that you were doing on yourself was the work that this person was doing on themselves, so that you could be the best versions of yourselves for each other. Aries, it's so fucking beautiful. So I wanted to get one other card, but now the cards are like, nah, we have nothing left to say. You can be done now. But I'm going to be stubborn. I'm going to be stubborn like this card's and insist that one more card come out. So what's one last message? Yeah, there we go. Got it. Okay, so here we go. We have here the dog is what fell out. So the dog is just saying loyalty. Like, this is your best friend. This is your companion. This is your person. You know how sometimes they'll joke on wherever and say like, oh, dogs like look at you and say like, oh, that's my human. Like, that's essentially what's happening here. Like, this person wasn't ever going to go anywhere. And if you were at all concerned, which I don't think you were, but if you were at all concerned that this person wasn't going to come back, or if you were concerned that this person was seeing other people while they were on a break from you, this is saying that like this person was loyal to you through and through. And in fact, if you notice, there's an 18 in the corner. So 1 + 8 is 9. And it's just saying that 9 in tarot is all about cycles coming to an end so that there can be a new beginning. So this is just saying that like there's a new, because you have new belief systems about relationships and how you are in relationships, it's attracted this person who's extraordinarily loyal. Excuse me, you see the fire in the background. They're very passionate. This also mimics the colors, if you notice, of the secrets card, the book card. So it's like you unlocked all of this passion, all of this fire within this person. And also, Aries is a fire sign. Look what's behind the dog. It's a fire. So like, I feel like you were inspirational in setting a fire, lighting a fire within this person. They needed you to do that, and they did the same for you. So that's fantastic. All right, so I'm going to pull one more card from the Guardian Angels Tarot deck. It's the last card of advice. So remember, this could have already started like the last 2 weeks of May. This is the energy that's going to carry you all throughout June, and then it could even head into the first 2 weeks of July. So let's just see, what's the final card the final card. The final countdown. All right, so wait, I thought, yeah, we'll use this one. This one flipped out. So the 9 of Emotion is what came out from the deck. So it says here, this is a magical time in your life when wishes are granted and dreams come true. It may seem that good luck is following you, but actually these happy times are your just reward for being a loving and wonderful person. Your angels are asking you to enjoy your life and have more fun. Yeah, absolutely. So the 9 of Emotion is equivalent to the 9 of Cups in the Rider-Waite Tarot deck. So let's see what the little book here has to say. So if you remember, the 9 of Cups has the man, you know, I'm assuming that if you were watching this, you probably watched these videos, so you've seen these cards before. But if you haven't, the 9 of Cups has the man sitting in front of the 9 cups that are behind him, and he's got his arms crossed. So he's very proud of the work that he's done. And I think that that's where you are now, that you have worked really hard on yourself to get to a place where, you know, you feel like things are moving forward. You feel like luck is on your side. You know, that you're really in tune with your emotions, your intuition, your heart's desire, all that kind of stuff. So the 9 of Emotion, this is a card of dreams realized and wishes come true. All that you've been hoping for is headed your way. Your concerns or fears surrounding the issue you asked about are unnecessary and soon will fade away. So if there was ever a moment where you were sad, like we said before, and doubting that you were going to get the outcome that you wanted, don't worry, it's coming. There's no more need to worry. Everything is going to work out beautifully. This is a magical moment in your life. Things will either work out the way you had planned or develop into something even better. Focus on feelings of joy and contentment during this abundant time. Right? That's what we said before. They will work out as planned, or they will get even better. Like, even more love than you thought was possible. So additional meanings of this card: happiness, satisfaction with life, pride in your accomplishments, financial abundance, time to have some fun. So like I said, Aries, whether you are, you know, separated from somebody who you had a real connection with who is now coming back into the picture, or whether you are, you know, separated from somebody and then new love comes in and it's better than you had thought possible with that person or with a new person, Aries, June is going to be so much fun. Please, please, please comment as this happens or email me as this happens, and please let me know what happens. I'm fascinated by this story. I wish it was mine. I'm really excited for you guys. This is going to be super cool. So please let me know in the comments, you know, if this is playing out for you, because I want to hear your stories. Especially, this is such a pretty, happy love story. I love it. So I can't say it enough, Aries. I'm so happy for you and what June and the first 2 weeks of July have to offer. You know, email me and let me know what's going on in your lives at intuitivetarotempath@gmail.com. And if you enjoyed this and want a personal reading, please please check out my website, at intuitivetarotempath.com. I had so much fun reading for you guys. I can't wait to read for you again in July, and I hope that you get everything your heart desires. Enjoy what's on the table for June and the first 2 weeks of July. Love you guys. I'll talk to you in July. Bye.